the Hogwarts Legacy game. It's kind of crazy to believe that, you know, the films, the books, they've been around for quite a while now, and we're going to finally get something that is a really nice playable game. From what I saw, some of the reaction, I haven't watched this yet, so I personally don't have a thought on it quite yet. But what I've read about it, what I've seen a little bit of, people are pretty psyched. So let's go ahead and give that a start, and then we'll once we get through this, we'll talk about it for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and we will play some Lost Ark for a little while, and then we'll just kind of see where the afternoon takes us, because, you know, at this point, hey, not a lot going on. Sony killing it with the state plays lately, by the way. Good. I don't know much about Portkey Games. Not really sure.
Lumos.
Captured on a PS5, you gotta like that.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Already looking fantastic.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world. But before you can study magic and begin to solve
Look
these
at that.
mysteries,
That looks
you must
unreal.
create the witch or wizard you want to be. When you arrive at
Spending
Hogwarts,
hours
you will
creating
be
characters,
sorted
love
into
it.
one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
You may begin.
Not bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here, you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries. You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways.
This is what I was going to say. This is wonderful for being able to do like puzzles and different things. Oh yeah.
Skill and a clever mind to solve.
No, I think that's solid.
You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
I wonder when this takes place in the story. Is this post?
1800s. So while the common rooms
Okay.
and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them.
I love when I ask a question and then the answer is immediate.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments that are part of a special curriculum. Ones designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Lumos.
Ooh, a dangerous mystery.
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork will soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals.
All I just saw was me get hit like several times with by a goblin.
Alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? You're not telling me.
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. It's gonna be okay.
Enemies possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more. While some may attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
Defender!
Counterattack with powerful stunning charms, allowing you to follow up with extended spell combinations.
I'll look at it afterwards. Obviously, this was done on PlayStation, but it looks amazing. But it also looks very much like PlayStation first-party games do. I don't know why they have a look.
Their enemy's weakness.
I mean, I'm not even joking. That looks good.
Roast with Incendio. Devastate your enemies using various finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes. Mixing and matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style. On your path to become the ultimate duelist.
I wonder what the HUD's gonna look like. I mean, is it gonna play like Spider-Man, or is it going to be more like kind of an RPG style where you're gonna have cooldowns and things like that?
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power. Decide which talents best fit your playstyle to allow you to focus on your favorite types of magic. You can also loot, buy, or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue to further your magical education at Hogwarts, progressing your development as a witch or wizard. Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
I mean, this is very well thought out.
Unleash deadly mandrake seedlings
I mean,
to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies.
Clearly making sense that it would be well thought out. It's been years of ideas that have been able to be done.
You might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely.
Learning and mastering broom flight is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may be taught to you by students who become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions. And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
But what happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules,
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic Slytherin.
We've been over this, boy. Hufflepuffs cannot reverse a curse.
With a troubling family secret.
Nothing can.
What's up?
The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students
Exactly.
and more as you explore common rooms.
That's what we got on the docket for today.
And regular gathering areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement.
This is such an in-depth explanation of this game.
Sense what you need and then provides it for you. Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants, brew potions, and upgrade your gear. A helpful house elf named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it?
I know it would seem as if I had a,
Way to find out.
You can freely customize
you know, very serious lifestyle, but this is really what I enjoy the most.
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops and vendors can provide you with the supplies you require. From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear.
I don't know why I'm all like weird with my hands today. I'm like, what do we got here? What is
Hogsmeade
happening?
also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses, dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain. Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell.
Yeah, I mentioned it when I got on. I just had some family in town, so I was busy. And was taking care of that. I kind of thought about like doing some streaming in the middle, but there's a lot going on. So I just figured I would take care of that, enjoy that week, and then you know, kind of get at it this week.
Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement.
As you say, it's mostly you, but I appreciate that
Dangers
anyway.
beyond your understanding in the world as well. Dungeons and vaults hold perilous threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path. Master spells. Befriend new allies. Journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here, in Hogwarts Legacy.
Wow. That. Wait. There might be more. Let's see. It's just the making of. Good enough. Good enough. Hey, you know what? You are. We all are, aren't we, in some capacity? All right, I want to look up something on this. I should have done this before. You know, I spent an entire career being prepared. And when I do this, I try to come with a little bit of here's what I have planned, but you know, that's not always the case. Okay, Hogwarts Legacy coming out on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Okay, so it is definitely going to be cross-platform or multi-platform. I was like, it sounds fun, but if it's only PlayStation, I know that my wife is going to want to play it, and the PlayStation is mostly hers, so I would definitely not try to step on that in any capacity. So you know, there is all of that, but I don't. Is Hogwarts Legacy? Is it multiplayer at all? I don't think so. It won't have any multiplayer features. You know what? I'm fine with that. That's not a bad thing at all. I mean, if you want to focus on a single player experience, which I appreciate, you know, I play so many multiplayer games, and sometimes I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'd like to enjoy a game for what it is, kind of just dig myself deep into it and go that route. I'm loading up Lost Ark right now, by the way. I just hadn't gotten there. What just happened there? I must have hit a button. All right, let's hope Lost Ark doesn't need an update. If so, then I'm going to have to figure out something to talk about here for a minute. Nope, it looks like we're good. It's still going to be, you know, Lost Ark is a free to play. It's a big game. And so in that capacity, it also takes quite a while to load. It's been known to spend some time to do that. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think it looks incredibly developed. I think that's the one important thing about that with what they're doing there is they didn't to say half-ass it, but you know what I mean? They didn't cut any corners. It looks like they hit on kind of every element. You're going to be able to do all of the things that you see, and that's so hard when you're taking an IP. Anytime you're doing a licensed game, anytime you're doing something where you are taking a property that people really know well, and then you're trying to, number one, make it different because, you know, people are so familiar with the story, it gets tough. But I think in that way, the way they've developed it, where you have potions, you have spells, you're coming in, you're prior to, because Harry Potter actually takes place in the 90s, if I understand that correctly. I'm sorry, I'm not like a big timeline guy on when it takes place. I'm like, it's relatively in modern day. But because of that, they took all of that into account and kind of did it beforehand, gave it its own story. And I like the Warner Brothers games. Obviously, it's Warner Brothers property, so it makes sense that Warner Brothers games would be behind it. But because of that, you know, it makes you think of things like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, which were licensed properties that the fine folks at Warner Brothers Games did as well, and they did such a really fantastic job of developing those games out, making them stories that fit within the timeline. I gotta admit, like Arkham Knight, which is obviously the fourth one, bothered me because the story was so telegraphed that I already knew who the villain was before we really even got there. But hey, that's a minor complaint when the gameplay is really fun, when you've taken the IP, you've put a lot of stuff into it. Also, like those Arkham games where you have these little elements of, here's some puzzle solving, here's some things that you learn, and as you get new abilities, you can unlock new things. I think to me, it looks extremely, extremely robust. And like I said, I think the best way that I can put it is well developed. Putting all of those pieces together from something you see like this, and I think that is going to really. I think it looks like it's going to be something that I will put some time into and enjoy